Last week, I told you I was going to make a video breaking down strategy, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to break it down, but before I do, you need to understand just how important your strategy is. I'd say strategy is probably the number one reason why people fail in entrepreneurship. It's not the mindset, it's not the money, it's not the offer, it's not the field, it's not their experience, it's strategy. Welcome back to Everything Entrepreneurship with Kyle Jerome Carter. I'm Kyle Jerome Carter, or KJC. Full name, initials, it doesn't matter so long as you use one of the two. I'm happy you're back. We have a crazy episode. I got to say thank you for all the support. We're growing. I got messages, I got DMs, I got comments. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because today I was not exaggerating when I say strategy is the end all be all. It truly is. It really is, and you're going to see why. Not only am I going to give you exactly what you need to do for your strategy, but you know me, I'm gonna give you the psychology behind it as well, right? So let's get into it. Now, before I could identify and understand strategy in others, I had to both identify it and understand it for myself. So let's take a step back to 2020, little baby KJC, height of the pandemic, trying to get his business off the ground. And I had every excuse in the book as to why I couldn't get the work done. I thought, I just can't focus. If I can't focus, I can't get this done. It's not my fault. It's my roommates, right? I would tell them, your music's too loud. You're here too often. You got too many people coming and going. Like, I can't get my work done because of you. Meanwhile, that wasn't the case. They hit me. They say, yo, KJC, I'm heading up to Boston with some homies for the next 5 days. I'll be back when I'm back. I say, okay, cool. That's perfect. I get a chance to really lock in. I was talking about it, so now I can be about it. I'm going to lock in. I'm going to get my stuff done. I'm going to, remember that was dealerships back then. I'm going to get a couple dealerships and get my first client. This is perfect. This is exactly what I've been waiting for, because I've been saying, if only I had the time. Now, day 1, day 2, day 3, they all come and go. And obviously, I got some excuse or some reason why I can't be as productive as I wanted to be. I'm over here, I didn't feel good this day, or I'm gonna use this as a notes day. I'm gonna do some research online. I'm gonna go on social media, see what's popping. And they were all excuses. It wasn't until day 4, the day before they were going to come back, that I was on my couch watching TV, and I had a crazy realization. I realized I've been lying to myself this whole time. I've been saying, if only I had the time, I'd be able to get this business off the ground. The reason I'm not able to proceed forward is hindered by somebody else. If I knew what to do, I would be doing it. But that wasn't the case. I had a very hard conversation with myself that day. I said, look at you. You have no job. You started this business and you haven't been able to get a client yet. You're burning money. What are you doing? You looked at them and you said, if only I had the time, I'd be able to get my business off the ground. They've been gone for how many days, and what have you done? And that hurt. That was a hard conversation I had with myself. And I had to figure out, how come I'm not doing the work I said I was going to do? It's not like there's somebody that's going to come and save me. Bills are due when they're due, and they have to get paid. Getting a client and then getting paid for that are two totally different things. And I haven't even started doing the main meat and potatoes of what it's going to take to get that client, right? Now, granted, I purchased a course online and it laid out what to do, but that wasn't that task list that I could check off. I did this, I did this, I did this. It wasn't a strategy. It made sense, but it wasn't clear. It made sense if I do this and then I do that and then I followed up with this, I'll be further along. But I didn't apply that to my life and my situation. So I had an effective strategy, not just solely around how to execute that course, but how I could leverage not only that course when I'm learning in real time and apply it in real time. In that instance, I was going after a dealership. I could have taken some knowledge, reached out to a dealership, or gone to a dealership and applied it. But again, what did I do? I sat there, I complained, and I blamed others. When I say that we're going to get behind the psychology of why strategy is so important, it's because you have to have the right mindset going in. Now, in episode 6, I went over mindset as it pertains to committing to a process. In this instance, I'm talking about mindset when you have to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself and you trust yourself, you're more likely to actually follow through on the things that you say you're going to do. Obviously, the more clarity that you have in something, the easier it is to be moved to do it. The problem isn't effort. It's not a lack of passion. The problem is nobody's ever handed you a strategy built for your life. You see, nobody's ever handed you a strategy that was built for your life, a real person with real issues and real day-to-day problems. Have you ever watched a video or a podcast or listened to a guru that basically said, hey, you can do this. All you got to do is A, B, C, and D, and then boom, you make $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. You're a millionaire. This is why strategy is so important. They might say, all you need to do is have a high ticket offer, right? Sell 4 clients at $5,000 a week, but they skip the messaging, the niche, the offer clarity, the lead generation, and the sales strategy. Maybe somebody's trying to get you into digital products. All you got to do is upload your knowledge to Gumroad or something like that. But they skip the idea validation, the offer structure, the copywriting, the launch, and the traffic. Maybe somebody says, you know what? You can grow on social media. Just post value content daily. But they skip the content strategy, the audience building, the platform fit, and timing. There's a key aspect to all these different plans that they lay out that they're trying to sell you, which is fine. You can buy that if you want. But to accomplish what you buy, to accomplish what you're trying to go after, it's 10 times easier when the strategy is custom built for you. You'll get sold the what, you'll get sold the why, and you have to pay them for the how. But if that how isn't for you, if the how doesn't take into consideration that you're a real person, all you're going to be told is you failed because you didn't do the work. And that's another reason why I built Everything Entrepreneurship, because too many entrepreneurs could be part of that success, could be the success story of the business industry or venture that they get into if they do the work. So does that mean that I'm going to snap my fingers, or you're going to listen to this and now I'm just inspired? KJC said this, I'm going to do the work. No, you do the work when you feel good and when it's very clear to do. But as a human, you're not going to feel good all the time. So what can I do on my side to help put you in the best position possible, that even if you don't feel like doing the work, you still accomplish it? And the best thing I can do is to deliver a strategy that is so simple, that is minimum viable, that all the next step requires is this. And that's how you get more people to act and succeed and progress down the road towards accomplishing their goals, right? You see, we overvalue hustle and undervalue direction. Strategy always feels like something you figure out later, but without it, everything feels heavier. And if you're watching this, I guarantee you know that as well. You see, most people confuse strategy with ideas or vision, but strategy is a systemized pathway from where you are to where you want to be. Like basically your job, your time, your energy, they all have to be factored into your business game plan. Without a strategy, you're just trying. With strategy, you're tracking. Hold on one second. Let me turn the light on real quick. All right, there we go. If you notice a lot of jumps and cuts in here, it's because my allergies been kicking my butt. I've been sniffing and sneezing like crazy, but it's okay. We're on a mission. So I'm going to show you right now on my whiteboard exactly how you can create a strategy that's meant for you. You can start from scratch. You can take a system that you're following and apply it to yourself this way. But this is, people pay me for this. Let's go. So you got your goal at the top. Your goal, episode 1, we already know what it is. To accomplish your goal, it's going to take about 2 to 3, sometimes 4 things to accomplish the ultimate goal. For this example, let's say the goal is to have a successful YouTube channel. But because we know what a great goal is, our goal is to have a YouTube channel that has 5,000 subscribers and makes $100,000 a month from the content we make by January 1st, 2026. We have what, by when, and the why is because we're passionate about it, right? Don't mind me. Like I said, I'm getting through this. Your goal is going to go at the top. To accomplish that goal, it's going to take about 2, 3, or 4 smaller things to accomplish it. So let's just say for this example, we're going to have 2 things. Thing number 1, make the videos. Thing number 2, put them out. Put PTO, put them out, right? Now, whereas these 2 things make up your goal, there's a lot of smaller moving parts that go into this. So you're going to basically brainstorm, not just off the top of your head. You're going to do a little bit of research. You're going to figure out, if this is my goal, and I know for a fact these 2 things, make the videos and put them out, how do I do that to the best of my ability? So you're going to go in and you're going to find out what's best. Some market research, right? And from that, each circle is going to basically be a task. You're going to come up with a whole bunch of different tasks. Every task that you think is required, right? Don't worry about how many you have, because typically we narrow this down. Now, once you do that, they're going to fall into one of these 2 categories. It's going to typically either go towards putting them out or making the videos in this instance. But oftentimes when people do this, they make something that has some sort of overlap. So if I have 2 things here, like let's say edit video and pick music for video, those 2 might be similar, at least in this instance, for making the videos. So you typically go through here and you figure out what else is very similar, right? And after doing that, we figure out most things are. So we have this for 1, this for 1, this for 1, this for 1. We have 2, 2, 2, and 2, right? So in a total, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tasks that have to get done. These 8 tasks basically attribute towards 1 and 2, making videos and putting them out, which is going to help us get to our goal, right? The next step is you want to now prioritize your goals. If we know that it's going to take these 8 different things to get us here, accomplishing both 1 and 2, how do we do them and in what order do we do them in? What do we do first? What do we do last? What needs to come first? What needs to come second? What needs to come third? This next part is very contingent on you as a person, right? And again, you could take a checklist that somebody gives, the quote unquote strategy, and you can break it down to the finest points and you can redo this for yourself. Because again, you have a real life, you have real stuff going on. It isn't just do the work. Some people can do that. I know under the right circumstance, I can do that, but it's hard, even for me, right? So now, if we know we have 8 things to do, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to do the KJC method. I'm lying, it's not the KJC method, but we're basically going to prioritize these 8 tasks into one of 3 categories. You have category 1, which is low priority, category number 2, which is medium, and then category 3, which is high. And we're going to identify them as such. This is all we do. So if it's 1, we scribble in the bottom, right? You can see that? If it's 2, we scribble in the second one. If it's 3, you scribble in all 3. So just give me a quick moment. I'm going to go through these real quick. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. All right. Y'all get the point. For everybody listening, thank you for listening, but this is also why you should check us out on YouTube. So now, if we have these tasks that make up 1 and 2, right? And we now know, all right, number 1 is a low priority. Number 2 is a low priority. Number 3 is that's the big boy right there. Number 4 is a 2 priority. Number 5 is 1 priority. Number 6 is a 3 priority. Number 7 is a 1, and number 8 is a 1. Now we know not only what our goal, what breaks down the goal, and the small pieces that are going to help us get to this goal, but now we got to start figuring out what's going to get done first. Are you a person that stri- uh, that gets more stuff done by tackling the big stuff first, or the little stuff first? But this next part is really going to take you being honest with yourself. As we put these in order of priority and the order we're going to execute them, it's all contingent on how you are as a person. Are you better with weekly goals? Are you better with bi-weekly goals? Or are you better with monthly goals? Now, for me, I'm really good at bi-weekly goals, but I'm skilled at weekly. I know if I make it weekly goals, it's all going to get done. I know it allows me more time to breathe and digest stuff with bi-weekly, but if I really got to get something done, I'm knocking weekly, right? Some people are better at monthly goals. However, I feel like too much time can get lost, and if you fall off, it's harder to get back on sometimes. So in this instance, we're going to break down weekly goal. So if I know in a week I'm trying to tackle all 8 of these things, the likelihood of me actually accomplishing all 8 might be high, might be low. My job is to commit to showing up every day. So if I know that personally I need to knock out like a tier 1 or tier 2 task, and then after that, these tier 3 tasks might be a little bit easier for me. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's over here, right? Oh my goodness. Everybody else on YouTube probably has such good handwriting, and y'all are stuck with me with this horrible handwriting. My handwriting is horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. But we're going to get through this. If I know that task 3 and task 6 are going to require the most time and attention, then I need to figure out during my schedule when is the best time for me to block out time to accomplish this, right? So if I know, let's say I'm working a 9 to 5 job and I have Wednesday off, but I got to work Saturday, right? Then I'm going to set myself up for success, and I'm going to knock out number 3 on Wednesday. I'm going to knock out number 6 Saturday when I get off work. And I'm going to try to accomplish number 1 because that's a 1 tier. And I'm going to try and accomplish I'm going to leave Tuesday open because I'm going to prepare for number 3. And then I'm going to accomplish, let's say, where's a 2? Here we go. Let's do number 4. 4 on Friday. So I'm not overloading myself for the week, right? I know that Monday, let's see, I drive in, go to work. I'm tired, so I need something that's going to be easy so I keep my momentum. Momentum's a key word, right? If I can accomplish this one tier task, this one level difficulty, this one priority, I know myself, I'm going to be like, oh, you know what? We did this. We said we're going to do it. We did something, even though it was easy. It's good. That's going to bring the momentum into Tuesday. Tuesday, let's say that's just another 9 to 5 day. I know Wednesday is big. That's a level 3. It's going to take maybe 2 hours of me reading. It's going to take another 2 hours of me recording. And though it's my day off, I'm using Tuesday not to accomplish something else right here, but this is Wednesday prep, right? That's how we start to formulate. You have to take the context of where you are and what you have to do into this, right? Thursday, we have some time left over just in case we didn't get to finish everything. After work, quote unquote, on Thursday, I'm going to finish that task. So now Monday came and went, we finished that. Wednesday, we didn't get to finish it, but you know what? Thursday we did. Now it's Friday. Friday is number 4. 4 is a 2 tier. I'm feeling even more ramped up. I got the momentum already because I accomplished 2 tasks so far. So Friday comes, it's a level 2. It's the weekend. I got my homies hitting me up. Yo, KJC, we're going to the bar. What is KJC going to say? Can't do it, man. I got some work I got to get done. I got these big goals. I know exactly what I want to do and why I'm doing it. So it's going to give me the momentum. I'm going to feel in the right mood to accomplish it Friday after work. I'm not going to worry about all the text messages I got. I'm not going to worry about the miscommunication. I'm not going to worry about my car getting a flat tire. I'm feeling good. I see it. I'm living it. So I'm going to do it. Right. Friday comes and goes. Don't go out with the homies, but it's okay. We accomplish our goal. And then here comes Saturday. Saturday is number 6. Now, I didn't get that Wednesday prep, but you know what I did do? I worked half a day on Saturday. So now I'm going to just give the rest of my day towards this, right? And let's say I accomplish this. That's 4 out of the 8 done within 1 week. Now, whereas I said I do weekly goals, that doesn't mean everything has to necessarily be done in a week, if that makes sense, right? But I gave myself the validation of I'm going to do something and I did it. Now, half the task's already done towards these 2 things. So my goal is that much closer of me actually getting it done, opposed to just saying, I want to be a YouTuber and I want to make videos and put them out. Now, I not only have made the videos, I did the research behind it, but now I have the momentum, I have that excitement in me. And on Mondays, I'm listening to KJC on Everything Entrepreneurship, the podcast, and he's telling me how I can use my 9 to 5 so that I don't have to wait until I'm off work. I can actually now, in that second week, I can knock out number 5, right? Tuesday, the day before I have to go, it's a one task. I'm gonna do number 7, right? So we got 1's knocked out, 3's knocked out, 4's knocked out, 6 is knocked out. And we're setting up next week to knock out 5, 7. You know what? We're going to do 1 on Wednesday. All of these are pretty easy tasks, right? Now all that's left is number 2. Number 2 is another one. I'm going to do that Friday. I'm going to do this early. And as a reward for doing everything I said I was going to do, I might have slipped off one day and I had to do this on Thursday after work, even though I had the day off. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to say, you know what? Things happen. I can choose in that moment to beat myself up or make it up. Thursday, I knocked it out. Friday, because that one is an easy task, I'm going to hit up the homies and I'm going to go out now. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to get messed up because my life sucks or because I have so much on my plate. I'm going to go out to celebrate that I just watched this podcast, learned how to get a strategy that works for me, and I accomplished it within 2 weeks when I've been talking about this goal for 2 months now. That's one aspect of strategy, right? So what did I basically do again? You make your goal, and then you break down from your goal, what are the 2 or 3 main things that are going to make that goal happen, right? From that, you brainstorm, do some research. What are all the smaller moving pieces around that, right? From that, you're going to now identify what's grouped together, like what's so similar that it goes together. After that, you're going to attribute them to number 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how many of those smaller things make up the ultimate goal. And then you're going to prioritize 1, 2, or 3, whether it's the level of difficulty or the time it's going to take to get them done. And you're going to say, you know what? This is hard. This is easy. I can do this within 20 minutes. And we're going to now say, you know what? We have a solid understanding. These are the tasks I got to get done directly as it pertains to this. And that's going to get us to our goal. So what do we have? We not only have what we need to do, that's called clarity. And because we have clarity, we can start knocking them out. And we're knocking them out the way that we operate, not the way that other people operate. So we feel good and we have momentum. And we have momentum, we can look back and reflect. It doesn't take accomplishing the ultimate goal to give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes it just takes doing one thing you said you're going to do and carrying that over to the second thing you said you're going to do. Right? And that's how we get into strategy. Again, people have paid for that. I keep on talking about what I might do. I said I was going to do this video and I did this. I might make this a separate video on YouTube or just do it on my iPad and screen record it, something like that. Let me know. Hit me on the Instagram at kyle.jerome.carter. Let me know in the comments. Excuse me. But that's one aspect of strategy. right? I'd say that's a strategy for somebody that's working a 9 to 5 that knows they have limited time and has to force time, has to block out time so they can get done what they need to get done. Strategy as it pertains to somebody that might be in business and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at everything that you have. What are the different aspects? So this is for my full business owners, full-time entrepreneurs, right? Or you're making money, got a whole bunch of different things going on. Where are you at and where do you want to go? Strategy, right? What are the different pieces that you have at your disposal? What have you tried, or what are the results of that? What analytics do we have, right? Don't mind me, I'm a little nerd out real quick. Because again, with business, I do this all day, every day. So we know what we have, we know what we don't have, we know what we've done, we know the results of that, and now we're tracking everything, right? What story do those numbers tell? What haven't we tried that we can now implement? And again, on that KJC metrics, what's organic, what's paid, what's direct, what's indirect, we're planting seeds, this is for a long term, this is for short term. And we figure out these are different pieces that we have, and then we figure out how we can apply it to that goal. Now, I don't have a visual for this. Again, that's more business minded, and that's more specific to the business. If you guys want me to do one for business, let me know below. But strategy is everything. Like, it truly is. You can feel good, but if you feel good and you have the energy to do the work, but you're doing the wrong work, you're going to be more frustrated at the end of the day, right? So when it comes to having the right mindset and accomplishing these things, and I tie everything back, like I said before, to the context of your situation, some people I found doing a consultation, they're like, you know what, KJC, I know that I got to do this. I say that's my goal, but I don't see myself doing this in a bi-weekly time frame or in a monthly time frame. And when we look back, we see that they're just in the wrong headspace. They're not looking at everything the way they should. Is that their fault? No, I'm not going to blame them because everybody goes through different things. But as it pertains to you right now, you can do this. You know, things are getting more expensive. People are getting laid off. Businesses are closing down. And you truly need a second form of income. You know, you guys know me. I'm not a big proponent of just quit and leave your job. Shoot, while you got your job, make some more money on the side. And then if that's jeopardized, you have that stream of income. You know, let's get it so it not only matches, but surpasses your full-time job. And then you do what you want. That's the mission. But this is a strategy episode. I feel like I don't spend enough time on me, on KJC, what's happening in my world. Business as usual. Again, this is very fun. And I am working on finishing Everything Entrepreneurship, the community. I have a link below. If you want, you can sign up to be notified when it's ready. Feel free, just click below. And yeah, this episode was hard because my allergies kept messing up, but I hope I was able to convey a good message. And like I said before, I'm trying to do the best I can. So I'm gonna make sure I don't got no allergies by next episode. No, I'm gonna just do my best. And I'm gonna make sure I deliver again next episode. So thank you for the support. If you're still watching this, you got this. I'm telling you. If you're still listening to this, you can get through this. You can get through this week. Just every single day is a new day. Every moment in the day is a new moment to just start over. Don't beat yourself up too hard. You got this. But share this with somebody else. Until the next time, this is Kyle Jerome Carter and Everything Entrepreneurship, the podcast.